Hey, and welcome to the next episode of Latin with the Legion. Today we're going to look at the future passive. So we've seen the imperfect passive and the present passive. Okay, we're going to look at the future passive today and how to translate it. Okay, so the first conjugation, so words like ambulo, festino, porto. In the future, active, we know it's portar bo. So the first and second conjugation both have that bo, bis, bit, bimus, bitis, bunt in the active. So in the passive, it changes slightly again. So portar bo, beris, bitur, bimor, bimini, and buntur. Now, you can see there are similarities with the present passive with the unter, mini, mur, tur, ris, and the r ending. Okay, it's just the addition of the bo, bis, bit, bimus, bitis, bunt. Okay, so that has been added, the bi in there. Okay, the only thing I will say is do note beris in the second person singular. This changes. You think it'd be beris, B-I-R-I-S, it actually becomes beris, B-E-R-I-S. And this would mean I shall be carried, you shall be carried, he or she will be carried or shall be carried, we will be carried, you all will be carried or shall be carried, and finally they shall be carried. Okay? So, like last time, I'd like you to change the following words into their passive form, please. In your exercise books and your worksheets, you've got a table, so hopefully this will help you. So our first word is ambulabo, and you've got 10 seconds. Okay, and we change that into ambulabor. Next one, festinabis, 10 seconds. Three, two, and one. Obviously, festinar beris. Laudabit. Okay, in 3, 2, and 1 becomes laudar bitur. Salutabimus. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Salutabimor. Amarbitus. 3, 2, 1. Amarbimini. And finally, Neckarbunt. Comes in 3, 2, 1. Neckarbuntur. As you can see, it's a pattern. Every single first conjugation verb will follow this pattern: bor, beris, bitur, bimor, bimini, buntur. And that A as the main letter in the first conjugation, the A before the ending, so bor to arbor, arberis, that A is consistent throughout as well. Okay, good. Second conjugation, similarly very easy. And on the screen now I've got mone bo becomes mone bor, mone bis, mone beris, mone bit, mone bitur, mone bimus, mone bimor, mone bitis, mone bimini, and then finally mone bunt, mone buntur. This means I shall be warned. So the same endings as the first conjugation, just the E is now the main letter, as it always is in the second conjugation. Okay, practicing these. So tenebo becomes what? 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Obviously comes tenebor. Habe bis. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. It becomes habe beris. Next one, ube bit. He will order. Inactive. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Ube bitur. He will be ordered. Or she will be ordered. Okay. Videbimus. We will see. 3, 2, and 1. Videbimur. We will be seen. Videbitus. Becomes videbimin. And finally, devebunt. 3, 2, 1 becomes devebuntur. Okay, so the first and second conjugation are very easy, follow the same pattern, and like with the active, they have that be, I, or in third person plural, the be, you. Okay. Third conjugation, a bit trickier maybe. So unlike the first and second, in the active, it's am, es, et, emus, etus, and ent. Now, in the passive, you change the endings to traha, triaris, triatur, triemur, triemini, and trientur. Okay, so the first person goes from am to ar, es to eris, and so on and so forth. Okay, so you still have the same future passive endings. And passive endings are ristur, mur, mini, untur, but you need to be careful because you don't have the same bobus bit as you would in the first and second conjugations. And this means I shall be dragged. Okay, examples. Here we go. Change the following. 5 seconds. Okay, 3, 2, 1, 0. Bibar. Next one, Reges. Got 10 seconds. Comes Regeris. Next one, Mitet. Becomes Mitator. Mitator. Next one, Dukemus. Becomes Dukemur. Ducatus. Dukemini. Custodient. Custodientur. Okay, so I was a bit quick there, but hopefully you are getting the idea. Fourth conjugation. Singular, active, passive. Audiam becomes audiar. Audies becomes audieris. Audiet becomes audiator. Audiemus becomes audiemur. Your audiatus becomes audiemini. And audient becomes audientur. As you'll see, this follows the same pattern as the third conjugation. So the third and fourth have the same pattern. And this means I shall be heard. Let's practice these. Puniam becomes what? 3, 2, and 1. Punia. Punies becomes Punieris. Cugnet becomes in 3, 2, and 1. Cugnetur. Sciemos becomes in 3, 2, and 1. Sciemur. Aperiatus becomes Aperiemini. And finally, impedient becomes 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Impedientur. Okay, so that's the fourth conjugation. Finally, the mixed words like capio, for example. Capio in the active future becomes capiam and passive capiar. Capies, capieris, capiet, capietur, capiemus, capiemur, capietus, capiemini, capient, capientur. I shall be taken in passive. Practices capiam. So what does it become? Just seen it. So 3, 2, and 1. Capies. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Capieris. Capiet. In 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Capietur. Cupimus. 3, 2, and 1. Cupiemur. Interficiatus. Comes in 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Interficiemini. And finally, effugient becomes in 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Effugientur. Okay, so all follow nice patterns. We just need to know the endings, and then we can work out what each verb means. Okay, a couple of things to note. As with the future active, and I've said this previously, note the distinction between two sets of endings. A passive version of bo, vis, bit, etc. for the first and second conjugations, and a passive version of am, is, et, etc. for the third and fourth and mixed conjugations. Okay, so there's two separate sets of endings: bo, vis, bit for the first and second, and am, is, et for the third and fourth mixed conjugations. Okay. With the third conjugation, second person singular, e.g. traheris, note that it's spelled the same in the same way as the equivalent part of the present passive. You need to use the context of the passage to tell the tenses apart. The future tense will often be used in speech. Okay, so normally in a passage in a text, you will see future when people are talking to one another. Okay, that is all. Thank you for tuning in, and yeah, I hope this helps. Any messages, let me know. Thank you. Cheers. Bye.